Hello everyone. Before we hop on to today's discussion, I want to ask you girls something. When was the last time you truly rested without a gazillion thoughts or scenarios playing inside your head? If that took you a moment to answer, this video is for you. Welcome to the space where we explore the deeper design of life, especially the ones scarcely pondered upon. Today, we are going to delve into a lifestyle disorder or condition that is faced by 1 in every 5 women in India. That is PCOS or PCOD. Not just as a condition, but as a message your body has been trying to send you for years. It's not your diet, it's not your medication, and it's not just hormones. We are going to talk about something deeper. We have all watched videos understanding the types of PCOS, the medications that are required, the blood work that scans the level of hormones like testosterone, prolactin, etc., and analyzes whether it's just a lifestyle disorder or something deeper. If what I just said sounds new to you, I will link 2 to 3 informative videos in the description for you to refer. But first, we need to understand that PCOS or PCOD is more than a condition. It is a signal. It is your body saying that you are living against your nature, and it is really important for us to take notice. To understand the root cause, the first thing we need to do is to remind ourselves what we truly are and how a female anatomy is designed to function. And it's not a charge at feminism, it's just basic biology. See, a man's body works on 24-hour cycle, whereas a woman's body works on a 28-day cycle. We are cyclical, we are rhythmic, we are designed to ebb and flow. But in today's chaotic lifestyle, we have work deadlines, we have to manage our finances, we have to manage our emotions, and we don't even realize that our bodies are in a chronic state of stress and our flight or fight response is constantly activated. Over time, this leads to high cortisol, increased androgens, and even research indicates that modern work-related stress and chronic stress in women can lead to increased androgen levels such as testosterone and DHEA. Chronic stress activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, resulting in higher production of ACTH, which stimulates the adrenal glands to release both cortisol and excess androgens. Another reason is the constant urge to order food or eating out. See, as women, our bodies need extra care and nutrition to ensure basic functions. Eating ultra-processed foods regularly gives you fake energy and deprives your body of the nutrition that it actually needs. We have all seen different PCOS reversal programs, diets, exercises recommended by people online, and honestly, the information overload leads to even more confusion than providing clarity. What should I eat? Should I do Pilates? It's trendy, right? Should I take a bunch of supplements recommended by my favorite influencer? And you are even more stressed now without any solution. And then there's something many women experience but rarely name: the provider wound. All the eldest daughter watching this will relate. This doesn't start in adulthood. It usually starts much earlier. In psychology, there is a concept called parentification, where a child, often the eldest daughter, slowly takes on roles that were never meant for her. She becomes the responsible one, the emotional support system, the one who understands everything, fixes everything, and holds everyone together. The one about whom the parents proudly say, "We never had to think about her, she figured out everything on her own." And over time, this doesn't feel like a role anymore, it becomes your identity. You learn that your value comes from being needed, from being strong, from not needing anything yourself. So even as an adult, you keep choosing the same pattern. You overgive, you overfunction, and carry more than you can share. And your body never really comes out of that state. Because psychologically, you are still in a place where rest feels unsafe and letting go feels like losing control. Your nervous system is slightly on edge, always anticipating, always managing, always holding. And over time, this constant internal pressure becomes your baseline. This is what I mean by the provider wound. It's not just doing too much. It's about being wired to believe that you have to. And that pattern runs for years, silently and consistently. Now, let me ask you girls something. How many times have you told yourself, from tomorrow, I'm going to fix everything? Clean diet, strict workout, calorie counting, no sugar, no carbs, and absolutely no joy. And maybe you did it for a few days, maybe even for a few weeks, and then life happened. You got tired, dizzy, overwhelmed, and slowly you went back to what felt easy. Not because you lacked discipline, but because your body was already exhausted. Here's what's actually happening inside your body. When you are constantly stressed, your cortisol stays high. Your body is in survival mode. And in that state, your metabolism slows down, your insulin becomes less efficient, your ovaries start producing more androgens, your cycles get irregular, your skin, your hair, your mood, everything starts shifting. So, when someone tells you just lose weight, it's not oversimplified, it's incomplete. Because your body isn't resting you, it's protecting you. And this is where I want to change the way you think about healing. You do not need to sign up for extreme diet plans. You do not need to obsess over every calorie. You do not need to turn your life into a constant checklist. Start with something much simpler. Ask yourself, am I actually nourishing my body or just feeding my cravings and stress? There's a difference. A lot of what we reach for, like packet snacks, sugary drinks, quick fixes, they all give you a temporary energy spike. But it's not your real nourishment. It's a short-lived high followed by a crash, and your body ends up being more tired than before. Our body actually needs fresh, home-cooked food that feels filling, like the ones our moms cook. You remember the glow, the increase in appetite and energy when you come back from your home? That's because your body has been cared for by a balanced plate, which has carbs, proteins, and fats, and you have savored the taste instead of filling your stomach for the sake of it. That is what meaningful eating looks like. Not restriction, not punishment, just awareness. You don't have to do everything at once, just start small. Maybe with replacing one packet snack a day, sitting down and eating without your phone, noticing when you are full instead of finishing everything automatically. These are small simple shifts, but for your body, they are signals of safety. And when your body feels safe, it starts to regulate. Now, alongside with this, you can start slowly with supplements like inositol for insulin sensitivity and cycle regulation, magnesium to calm down the nervous system, vitamin D, zinc, and omega-3 for overall hormonal balance. I've linked a few supplements in the description box below for your reference. But even these work best when your foundation is steady, because sometimes the most powerful thing you can give your body is not another rule, but a sense of safety. In the last step, I want to talk to you about what might be the most important part of this entire journey. And I say this very intentionally, more important than any supplement, any diet, any routine, is a calm mind. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat in silence, without your phone, without distraction, without trying to fix something, even for 5 minutes? And if your first reaction is, I can't sit still or my mind won't stop, that's not a failure. That's a sign that your body has been in constant activation for too long. Because here's what's happening. Your body has two main states. One is survival, that is fast, alert, and always on. The other is healing, that is calm, slow, and regulated. And the truth is, your body cannot heal when it thinks that it's in danger. No supplement can override that. This is where meditation comes in. Not as a trend, not as something you should do, but as a medicine. When you sit in stillness, even for a few minutes, your body begins to shift. Your cortisol starts to drop. Your heart rate slows down. Your nervous system softens. And slowly, your body gets a message that I am safe now. I can rest. And when your body feels safe, it starts repairing. You don't need an hour-long routine to begin healing. Start with something real. Can you sit with yourself for 10 minutes without reaching for distraction or without trying to fix anything or without running away? That's the practice. It can be as simple as sitting quietly in the morning, lying down for a few minutes of yoga nidra before sleep, or just closing your eyes and breathing without trying to control it. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. And this is where it goes deeper. In Samakhya philosophy, there are two forces, Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha is stillness and awareness, whereas Prakriti is the creative feminine force. You are not meant to live only in doing, pushing, or achieving. You are Prakriti, and your nature is rhythm, flow, and creation. But somewhere along the way, many of us learned that rest is laziness, that softness is weakness, that slowing down means falling behind. So we keep pushing even when the body is asking us to stop. Healing doesn't ask you to become stronger, it asks you to become softer, more receptive, more rested, more connected to what your body is actually asking for. Because PCOS is not just something that we try to fix. For many women, it's the first time the body says, you can't keep living like this anymore. And if you listen, really listen, it becomes a turning point. So instead of asking, what more do I need to do to heal? Try asking, where in my life can I soften? Where can I stop forcing? Where can I finally let myself rest? Because sometimes the most powerful thing that you can do for your body is nothing. Just sit, just breathe, and just come back to yourself. And that was our conversation on PCOS, not just as a diagnosis, but as a signal. A quiet nudge from your body asking you to be heard a little differently. If something in this stayed with you, even gently, I hope you carry it forward with softness and not pressure. You don't need to fix everything overnight, you just have to start listening. If this way of looking at healing resonated with you, stay with me here, subscribe for a calmer, more grounded approach to life, one where we learn to work with our bodies and not against them.